Today, we're going to talk about some interesting things about women, men, relationships, and things about women, about how they view men and how they view the relationships. But first, we're going to talk about a feminine woman. Do you have a feminine woman? Well, hopefully, you have one of these women because a feminine woman doesn't like to argue. She doesn't like drama. She doesn't like stress. She's just a pretty mellow and easygoing woman. Most of the time, this woman's going to avoid the drama. She's going to bring peace in your life. You know, when you're gone or you come home, she's going to provide a nice atmosphere for the home. There's not going to be a lot of static or commotion. This woman who's feminine is going to be a peaceful lady. This woman will put you first in her life. She's going to take care of you. She's going to nurture you. And she's going to put you above herself if she really respects and loves you. This woman will be a piece of gold in your life. She's going to make your life nice and she's going to make you comfortable. She's going to make you relax, not on edge. And also a woman who's feminine, she's not going to do these qualities as a comedy routine like farting or spitting. And, you know, I've been in relationships where the girls constantly were farting all over the place, laughing, and they were spitting. And they're doing all these kind of things that were not very feminine. And I just was in shock pretty much. And I didn't really think it was funny for the girls to do these things. And of course, everyone has to spit or fart. But the thing is, we're talking about making it a comedy routine and making it part of the gag that they're involved. That's not a feminine woman. A woman who just walks around exploding all over the place and doesn't excuse herself and just acts like that. That is not a feminine woman. A feminine woman will excuse herself and go to the restroom and come back. Every human being needs to use the restroom, but there's a way with dignity also. I once had a girlfriend who just told me everything that she was doing in the bathroom and everything. And I'm like, I don't really care what you're doing in the bathroom. Shut the door, take care of your business, come out, smile, be a feminine woman. But the thing is guys, for mostly, they don't care about what a woman does in the bathroom or anything that goes on in there. Just keep it to yourself, come out, and start a new scene in life. There are many kinds of women in life, and not all women are feminine. I enjoy a feminine woman because it shows a little dignity, a little class, and it's just really nice to have a woman that makes you comfortable, that makes you feel relaxed. And if you don't have that kind of woman, if you're married to her, I guess you're stuck. But if you're dating, it's nice to have that woman who makes you feel comfortable, who has some class and is feminine. It makes you feel good. One thing I've seen in relationships is women like to chase. You know, women, they get bored easily and they like to have that challenge. They like to be that aggressor in their relationship. They don't always like the guy chasing them and doing everything for them. Those kind of guys are forgettable to a woman. The woman has that thing inside of them, or they want to have that desire, that challenge. It's kind of like a game for them in a sense. They want to go ahead and be the hunter, and they don't want to be the hunted. When a woman looks for a partner, she usually looks for a man that she feels in her mind that's better than her. You know, women always want that. They always want some guy who they think they can look up to and they can respect, because respect is a very big thing in a woman's mind. And she just likes that chase. The woman just enjoys knowing that she can just go ahead and try to get that person. Usually the really good guy, the sweet guy, the nice guy, the guy that does everything good for the woman. That woman doesn't really like that guy. She doesn't respect him. She likes that guy, maybe more of the hard to get guy, the guy that she has to chase, the guy that she has to hunt, the guy that she has to really work for. You know, if a girl breaks up with a guy and then the guy asks that girl later, like, tell me more about your ex-boyfriends. What were they like? And the girl will always remember that guy that was hard to chase. They will talk about that guy, about, you know, his relationship with him, the things that happened, because she was hungry for that guy and she was chasing him. And it was difficult for that girl. She had a very difficult relationship. But the guy that was always sweet, that brought her flowers, that cared for her, that kissed her butt and did everything he could for her, was always sweet to her, she kind of forgets that guy. She doesn't really think about him that much. Why? Because in the girl's mind, they're not going to admit it to you, but they just like that challenge. Girls love the challenge. They love the hunt. And they don't really like to be hunted. And they don't like a guy who's too sweet, who does everything for them. The woman just gets bored. She loses interest in those kind of guys. Going into a woman's mind, what takes up a lot of the space in their mind when it comes to guys and relationships is the space of always wanting to have that person. Maybe they want a guy they can't have, or maybe they're chasing a guy that's hard to get. But the women, they love that. They love that challenge. And like I mentioned, they don't like the guy who's easy to get, who goes around and just go begging for their love. They don't like that. The women, like I say, get bored easily. They like that challenge, and they like to feel like they're hunting for something that's very difficult for them to get. And when they get it, they're very excited. And once they get it, you got to keep the woman wanting to keep chasing you, right? If she gets too contented, what happens? She gets bored. She loses interest in you. So it's a challenge for the guy to always keep that girl stimulated, to keep her chasing you, to keep her hunting you, to keep her wanting you and desiring you, and realize that you're the best prize in her life. One of the best ways to do that is give her some room. Give her some room to take care of herself, to enjoy her life. Don't always push yourself on her. Don't always text message her. If you live in together, give her some room. Don't always be crowding her. Just give her some space to breathe. Give her some room to miss you. Give her some room to think about you. But don't always push yourself on a woman, always demanding where she's at. Don't be needy. Don't act like you're desperate for that woman or that you're worried about every second where she's at. Let her go. Let her enjoy her life. And also let her miss you. Like I say, the woman wants a man who she feels is better than her. She wants that hunt and that chase. And it's very important for a woman psychologically to know that she's getting the best prize, the best value for her money. And she sees that as a way of achieving something in her life. But if you just go ahead and you're just so needy, the woman just doesn't really have any value in you. One of the hardest relationship things that I thought of, for myself is that a woman, it's hard for her to love a guy. Now, a woman can respect that guy. And once a woman respects the man, she probably will never leave him. However, it's really hard for that woman to truly love the man. However, the man's love is very deep. A man's love is very loyal. It's very deep. If a man loves a woman, he will die for that woman. He will go to the end of the earth for that woman. However, on the other hand, a woman doesn't have that kind of love for the guy. She does have that love for her children. If a woman has a child or a family like that, she will have that deeper love for her family more than herself. And a woman will probably love herself first, sad to say. But a woman's love for a guy just isn't that strong. Why? Because a woman knows that she can go out and find another guy. You're replaceable, guys. So don't feel that you're not replaceable. And the woman just goes ahead and she loves herself, probably more than she loves you. But the thing is, like I mentioned, is if she respects you, that's a whole new thing. Because if she respects you, that woman's never going to leave you. And if that woman disrespects you, she probably is going to leave you. So in your relationships, in my relationships, when women have left me and they've moved on, let's say to another guy, she valued that next guy better than you. And she didn't value you as high as the guy that she's leaving you for. So it's important that you realize that women, they value respect in relationships. And it's hard to say this, but it's really difficult for a woman to love a man the same as a man would love a woman.